Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to share the chapter 2, and the chapter 2 is environmental pollution. First of all, let's see that what is environmental pollution. Environmental pollution is defined as any discharge of material or energy into water, land, or air that causes or may cause acute or chronic damage to environment and humans, or that lowers the quality of life. Now let's discuss the environmental pollutants and their classification. Classification of pollutants based on their origin. Number one, there are natural pollutants, the pollutants that are released from the volcanoes, sea spray, and decaying vegetation are major sources of reactive sulfur compounds in the air. Trees and bushes emit millions of tons of volatile organic compounds. All of these are categorized as natural pollutants coming out of natural processes. The second category is anthropogenic pollutants. Hazardous chemicals which escape to the environment by accident and other human activities are called anthropogenic pollutants. Classification of pollutants based on their reaction properties. Basically, the first category is primary pollutants, pollutants that are emitted directly from either natural events or from human activities, and they persist in the form in which they are introduced in the environment or called primary pollutants. The natural events are dust storms, volcanic eruptions, fires, and human activities can be emission from vehicles and the industrial waste as well. Now let's discuss the category which is secondary pollutant. Primary pollutants, when reacting with each other or from basic components of air, form a new pollutant that is called a secondary pollutant. Photochemical oxidants and atmospheric acids formed by these mechanisms are among the most important pollutants in terms of health and ecosystem damage. And here are some of the examples of primary pollutants and secondary pollutants. Carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are categorized as primary pollutants, whereas sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and carbonic acid are categorized as secondary pollutants. Now let's discuss the classification of pollutants based on the state of matter. On number one, there are gaseous pollutants. On number two, there are solid form pollutants. And on number three, there are liquid pollutants. Now let's discuss the classification of pollutants based on their nature of degradation. On number one, there are biodegradable pollutants. And on number two, there are non biodegradable pollutants. And on number three, there are persistent organic pollutants. Now, let's discuss the classification of pollutants based on their effect. On number, on number one, there are acute pollutants. So, let me describe the concept of acute pollutants. Pollution of significance which occurs suddenly and should take into account worst case discharge scenario from the facility. Typical examples are larger oil spill due to pipe rupture or a blowout from a well. The next category of pollutants is chronic pollutants. A persistent release of a pollutant at a low concentration resulting in adverse effects on animal or human body with symptoms that develop slowly due to long and continuous exposure to low concentrations of a hazardous substance. Each symptom do not usually subside when the exposure stops. Now let's discuss the types of pollution. Basically, there are different types of pollution, And on number one, there is air pollution. On number two, there is water pollution. Then there is thermal pollution. And then comes the solid waste generation. And after that, there is soil pollution. And then there is noise pollution. So, this was today's video. And I have just shared a brief introduction, but you can conduct further research on these topics as well. I am also going to share some information on these topics separately. So, this was today's video. This was so do subscribe and do hit the like button as well if you liked the video.